Welcome to our Labour Standards Assurance System Awareness Training course. The purpose of the course is to give you an overview of the system, its background, the goals that it hopes to achieve within the supply chain. The system is better known by the acronym LSAS. The objectives of this course are to give you an introduction to LSAS, to explain the system and its structure, including an overview of the requirements. The course is split into 4 modules, covering a general introduction, where we will look at the history and background as to why the system was introduced, a general look at the system itself, its objectives, and the fundamentals of what is involved, the structure of the document, how it should be implemented, and the timelines. And finally, we will look at the action plan matrix and give you some details of where to find additional information. Module 1, Introduction. The UK National Health Service is a publicly funded health system covering 83% of healthcare expenses in the UK, and it is the #1 customer for medical goods within the UK. In 2015-16, it spent approximately £116 billion and is currently the 5th biggest employer in the world. Underpinning how the NHS does business is their global code of conduct, which guides NHS supply chain's business practices. The code of conduct is part of the cultural fabric of the organisation and is the responsibility of the compliance function. The code of conduct sets out that NHS are committed to the elimination of all forms of forced or compulsory labour and to the effective abolition of child labour. From the Global Code of Conduct stems the Supplier Code of Conduct. NHS Supply Chain has a Supplier Code of Conduct which outlines the main principles for suppliers in the area of labour standards and worker welfare. All suppliers are expected to adhere to these principles, which address issues such as child labour, forced labour, wages, working hours, as well as health and safety. The Supplier Code of Conduct is a contractual requirement and has been part of all NHS supply chain framework agreements since 2009. It is based on the principles of the UN Global Compact.